Hi, good afternoon and welcome to Cooking Uncovered. I'm here with my niece Sophia and we're making these amazing cookies. They're sugar cookie cutouts, but we're doing it for a very specific reason today. So Sophia, tell everybody what we're doing.
I'm in an organization called FinFree. It helps to stop the finning of shark fins, and it's already illegal to ban shark fins in Victoria, but we just need to stop the sale of shark fins, and we're raising money with a bake sale to get enough money so we can go. So we can hire someone to go around and take samples of shark fins in restaurants to see if there's any endangered species.
Okay, so it's perfect. So what we're doing today is we're going to be making hundreds of shark cookies. Now these are so tiny. I know it's hard to see, but this is the only cookie cutter I could find out there in the Vancouver and Victoria area. So we're making these. So this is the basic recipe, right? So should we get started?
Yes.
Okay, so what we have here in the mixer, we already have 1 cup of very soft margarine or butter, whichever you're using. So we'll get that going. And we're going to add to that the icing sugar, right? And the maple syrup. So put your icing sugar in, honey. All of it, that's good. Yep. And we're going to have 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, and that's going to be our flavoring instead of vanilla or almond. And then we're also going to add to that, so you know what we're going to do? I'm going to change, because we need that for the dry. Here we go. 1 teaspoon of syrup. Go ahead, you do it. Very good. Very perfect. So we're going to start that up, get the butter going. We have icing sugar, butter, and the maple syrup, and now we're going to add our, it's got to go a little bit further. Okay, so what's next, Sophia? What are we going to add next? There we go. We're going to add our 1 egg right here. Right, so pop that in. 1 egg and our 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Yes. So put it on, so take it out and drag it along the lid, and that gives you use the lid to give yourself a level teaspoon. There you go. Cream of tartar and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Same thing. Very good. And then you don't have to put your fingers in it. Good. Okay, so now what we put in 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. So just your white flour. So go ahead. Here's your flour. This is one of the easiest cookie doughs to put together. And then once you get it all together and combined, you put it in the fridge and it has to chill. And we did make some yesterday and it chilled overnight, so now we're ready to roll. So that's 2 cups, right? And now this is the half. Is that right? Perfect. Good. Perfect measuring for baking. As you know, you have to measure perfectly. Okay, so in this goes, and this time we're going to put the guard on so that everything doesn't fly all over the place, right, Sophia?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start it slowly. So what you're looking for here is the dough ends up forming a semi-ball and cleaning up the rest of the bowl. It's going to actually work quite well. Very good. All right, so we're going to stop it for a second. And we're going to take this guard off because we don't need it anymore. And we're just going to let it go a few more minutes and then we'll show you what it looks like. So what's happened is the dough is formed into kind of these 3 small bunches and it's cleaned off the bowl. And this is what it looks like. You can almost pull all of the dough out with your blade. And then you know that it works. So Sophia, all that comes off onto there, honey. And if I was to show the folks at home, see how it's cleaned up the bowl? That's exactly what you want, and there's no flour left on the bottom. So this cookie dough will get flattened out. Very good. So this is sugar cookies. This is a basic sugar cookie dough, but we're going to use them for our fin-free cookies for today. All right, so this gets wrapped in plastic like that, right, Sophia? And what happens is we put this. This is the cookie dough we made yesterday, and it's all ready for us, isn't it? This is actually a double batch that we've made. So this is what we're going to start rolling out with, and this now we're going to change to the bag, and this goes in the fridge. So here we are. We've already started our rolling out the dough, and as you see, we have 5 shark cookies that Sophia is making here. That's great, Marie. Yep. Let's thin this part down a bit, and then it's perfect. Okay. Now you can start cutting. Yeah. There you go. As you can see, Sophia is becoming an expert at cutting out shark cookies. The trick, though, to make a very good cookie so it comes off the table and doesn't stick and break is that you have to have a lot of flour underneath your dough so that your dough rolls out really smoothly, but not on top. Minimal flour on top, lots on the bottom. We're doing a bake sale here, so I'm going to take, that's very good. A little bit more flour. There you go. Yeah. Okay, not too thin. We found that when we rolled the cookie dough too thin, the cookies were too fragile and they broke. So it's a good thing to roll the cookie dough out a little bit thicker, but it has to be even all the way through the whole piece. Excellent. So who else is bringing cookies to school?
Everyone who is in free, but some people are bringing cakes.
Oh, really? Oh, shark cakes?
Yeah, shark cakes. Some people are bringing shark cupcakes.
And it's all to help save the sharks.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Eh?
It's also an awareness campaign, right, Sophia? So a lot of people don't know that finning the sharks actually kills them.
Yeah, because they just throw the dead. They cut off the fins, but then they throw the other parts of the body just back in the ocean.
So they throw the body back in the ocean. What happens to the shark?
It just dies.
It drowns.
It sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies.
What I said was, but we kill cows.
Yes,
Right?
but cows, we don't need them to survive, because if we kill sharks, then the whole ecosystem in the waters will be overpopulated and all the animals will start to eat each other.
Because you're removing the natural predator, right?
Yeah, and then the waters will start to turn gray.
So this is tray number 4. So, okay, so if we don't have sharks to prey on and eat other little things, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like shrimp,
Okay.
other crustaceans.
Okay, so then they start to eat each other?
Yeah.
And it gets unbalanced. The ecosystem gets unbalanced.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Wow. So we just completed a double batch of sugar cookies. We've already made about 100, and now we're going to move on to the batch that we just made about an hour ago. So it'll be perfect. All totaled, I think we made 160 shark cookies. Took us almost all day, but well worth it for the cause.
That's 8 minutes in the
8
oven.
minutes? Okay, so let's check on those cookies, because I'm not sure. Ooh, yes, beautiful. What do you think?
Oh, those are good.
Maybe. Can we turn them around? Yeah.
There.
We have finished making and baking, we think about 160 shark cookies. And now Sophie is starting to decorate the fins on the shark cookie with an eye. And then we have to let them sit for 24 hours so the icing dries. Is that right, Sophia?